What's up, Wolfpack? Welcome to my channel. By now, we've probably all heard the news of Tom Kane's passing. He was a wonderful voice actor, and from what I've heard, an even more wonderful person. It always hurts when a voice actor passes away, not only because I'm a voice actor and I see it as one of my people passing away, but more as a lifelong fan of animation and cartoons. To say that Tom Kane was a part of my childhood would actually be downplaying it. When you love cartoons and animation as much as I do, these people don't just become a part of your childhood, they become a part of your whole life. I don't want to just mourn a loss, I want to celebrate a life. So, I'm going to list my Fave 5 Tom Kane roles. Now, this isn't the best or most popular roles. These are my personal favorites, the one I like the most. You can put your Fave 5 down in the comments below. For those who don't know, Tom Kane was an American voice actor best known for his roles in cartoons and video games. To be honest, his voice isn't really that deep, but it's still very rich and commanding. His acting style can switch between very authoritative and timeless. His articulation and pacing gives his performances this real Shakespearean quality. But like most actors who are good at sounding commanding and refined, he could switch at a dime and sound manic, insane, and freaking hilarious. So you probably know him as Mr. Harriman. I know he from Foster's. I know he was Yoda in Star Wars for a long time. That was cool. But like I said, this isn't the best or most popular. These are my personal favorites to celebrate how this man has been a part of my life. So, let's get into it. Number 5. All the actors in the movies in Angry Beavers. Now, I know this might sound a bit weird, but hear me out. Back in the late 90s, there was a Nicktoon called The Angry Beavers, and when I was a kid, I thought this was legitimately the funniest show on television. In my favorite episode, The Food of the Clods, the main characters, Norbert and Daggett, started sleepwalking after they stayed up too late eating junk food and watching their favorite B-movies. These movies are ridiculous. They were literally the kind of movies you would see in episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. And according to BehindTheVoiceActors.com, Tom Kane voiced all of them. There would be these cheap black and white movies and they would talk in that ridiculous golden age of Hollywood diction, and it was glorious. Tom Kane not only pulled off sounding like a black and white B-movie star, but he was all the actors. Seriously, Tom Kane saying, "Poor devil," out of nowhere still makes me giggle to this day.
You lost me, Doc. Oh, reversing the shrinking process and making Bertram into a giant monstrosity.
Exactly.
Poor devil.
He sold one of my favorite jokes in one of my favorite episodes in one of my favorite shows as a kid, and it still lives rent-free in my head. Isn't that freaking amazing? Number 4. Barry Vanderbolton from Johnny Bravo. Now here's another one-episode wonder. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a kid, I wasn't a very smart kid. I knew that Johnny Bravo had a bunch of celebrity guests in season 1, but I wasn't aware of all of them. I wasn't a pop culture junkie at age 8. So when Tom Kane voiced Barry Vanderbolton, I really thought this was a real celebrity. I'm not kidding. I thought Barry Vanderbolton was a real guy. It didn't help that Tom Kane's voice is rich like butter and smooth as silk in this role, and he sang a song too.
Oh, Bunny, you're so funny. You're like a hanky when my nose is runny.
I thought this was a real celebrity that I just didn't know about. Okay, so what's the context? Tom Kane plays Barry Vanderbolton, who is like if Tom Jones dressed like Elvis Presley. Johnny's mom wins a contest to have Barry be her butler for the afternoon, and she faints as soon as she meets him. Barry thinks, well, easy day, but Johnny makes him be a real butler and clean his actual house for the afternoon. In the end, Barry gets so pissed off that he ends up kicking Johnny's ass. You could hear Tom Kane add more disdain and hate and annoyance as the episode continues. It's awesome. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it before, give it a watch. I think you can find clips somewhere here on YouTube. Number 3. Him from the Powerpuff Girls. I grew up watching the Powerpuff Girls, but I have to admit, while I did like it, and I did like it a lot, it was never really my favorite show. Everyone likes Professor Utonium, and yeah, I do too. But he was just never my favorite character. He was just, the dad, and he had some funny jokes here and there, but he was alright. Him, on the other hand, is insane. Even just on a technical level, it's amazing what Tom Kane is doing. He does this high-pitched, almost falsetto kind of voice, and then drops it down on a dime whenever him gets angry. The way he paces his words is terrifying. Everything just lingers on for a little too long. Just long enough to get uncomfortable before speeding it up when he's angry. This performance is a mastercraft of character building and pulling the audience in. And you know it's good if it could make a bunch of sugar-ridden kids in the 90s sit down and shut up for half an hour.
Poor, unsuspecting Townsville, all snug in your beds, unaware of the evil that takes place high above your heads, and so with a flick of my wrist and a twirl of my claw, I'll get rid of those girls once and for all.
Being both terrifying and delightfully hilarious is one of Tom Kane's biggest strengths. Number 2, Darwin from the Wild Thornberrys. Like I said before, Tom Kane is very good at giving refined performances. He can sound elegant and mature, which makes it so freaking hilarious when he performs that kind of voice for a chimpanzee. Even funnier when he gives a posh voice to a chimpanzee who is a sarcastic coward. His higher placement makes it so easy for him to bitch and moan about how he doesn't want to do anything, and it's a great contrast to the main character Eliza. I don't know what else to say except this was just really funny. I loved it as a kid, and I love it more as an adult.
It's okay. I'm not a pig or a girl in a red coat. I'm a rare and unusual chimpanzee. Probably a wolf delicacy. Eliza, this one is sniffing me.
Winima, he's not a raccoon or a bear. Are you a rabbit?
Certainly not. I'm a rare and unusual chimpanzee. And I'm scared to death of you.
An honest creature. You're special too.
Did you hear that nice wolf? She thinks I'm special.
Not to mention that he did all the chimp noises himself when other people were hearing Darwin. Yeah, that was him doing all the ooh, ooh, ah, ah stuff. This was a childhood favorite and a standout in an already stacked cast. I mean, Tim Curry was there. And my number 1 favorite Tom Kane role is Monkey Fist from Kim Possible. Okay, what's up with Tom Kane voicing monkey-based characters? Oh well. He voiced a rabbit one time. Now, imagine the poshness of Darwin with the evilness of him, and throw in some kung fu action and you get Monkey Fist. This is peak Tom Kane to me. All the brilliant refinement of his serious roles with all the insanity of his comedic and villainous roles blended into one. Now, I'll admit, I was never the biggest Kim Possible fan, but I always loved the villains. They were fun. They were the best part of the show. They were interesting and hilarious. And Monkey Fist was a great addition to the roster. Now, for those who don't know or haven't seen Kim Possible, Lord Monty Fisk, yeah, I know, really Batman. Lord Monty Fisk was an English nobleman who was obsessed with monkey-style kung fu. He even spliced his own DNA with monkey DNA to get monkey hands and feet. He's more magic-oriented than some of the other villains, and ends up being one of Ron's arch-nemesis, if you can believe that, because of Ron's phobia for monkeys.
Kim Possible, and your monkey-phobic friend. How delightful.
Sorry to bother you, Lord Fisk, but we wanted to ask you some questions about...
So, you know all about it. About my obsession with Tai Shing Pekwa.
Say again?
Oh, we're playing stupid, I see. Tai Shing Pekwa! Monkey Kung Fu! Ah!
This is just one of the things that makes me miss voice acting from the 2000s. It's over the top, but believable and hilarious. To me, it's Tom Kane at his most Tom uncanniest.
Ron-stoppable. We have both experienced the mystical monkey power of Tai Ching Pekwa. But I am a monkey master, and you are not. Chippy, what are you doing here with these humans?
It's a great example of what you could expect looking up the great career of a great actor who was sadly taken from us far too soon.